Start my truck, let's all jump in. Here we go together. Nice cool breeze and big palm trees. I tell you, life don't get no better. Talking about hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now.
Welcome, viewers, to another episode of Talk the Talk with me, Desh, and thank you for joining us. In this episode, we will be featuring the Mahindra XUV 500 in our first segment, Let's Talk Car of the Week with Nita Stadler. Our talk tip of the week will follow thereafter, where we will be discussing different types of vehicle batteries with our talk tips specialist, Ashley Roos. And last but never the least, we have our talk of the town with Lara Finter, who is the group parts wholesale manager at BB Motor Group. So viewers, let's get straight into it with our talk of the week with Nita Stadler. Let's talk car of the week, with Nita Stadler.
Talking about hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. I go, ane. Chucking more fina, anane. Chucking more fina.
Hi Nita.
Hi Dee.
Okay, so viewers, the Mahindra XUV 500 is a compact SUV that was first launched in 2011 and had been the first monocoque chassis-based vehicle the company has manufactured. In 2018, it received its second facelift with an enriched design, advanced mechanical parts, and more intelligent onboard technology. So Nita, the XUV 500, please tell us more about its concept and its target market.
Most definitely, Dee. This SUV makes a big impression by paying attention to the smaller details, with meticulous detailing to the bold front grille, accented with chrome trimmings that contrast beautifully to the black mesh. The stylish 17-inch alloy wheels are perfectly framed by the new wheel arch cladding. Chrome cladding is present throughout the design, including on the new front and rear bumper, stylish side trimmings, stylish tailgate applique, and even on the new fog lamp bezel.
Okay, so Nita, would you like to maybe share your findings of its cabin with our viewers as well?
I would love to, Dee. True to its SUV nature, the 500 is quite spacious. The 7-seater has a seat split of 60-40 to happily accommodate all the family's luggage and baggage. The black and grey colour scheme complements the airy atmosphere of the vehicle, while the shiny chrome detailing finishes the overall look off with a modern and sophisticated feel. The same styling continues to the sleek dashboard and robust door paneling with premium black materials and stylish trim.
Okay, so that is truly impressive, Nita, but what about this Mahindra's features?
Okay, so the 6-inch LCD screen instrument cluster display is highlighted with 4 punchy speakers and 2 helpful tweeters. The sound system has been enhanced and now includes voice command. Fitted with an array of safety features, this compact SUV is sure to keep the whole family safe, like hill descent control, an electric stability program with roll-over migration. Then, as you mentioned earlier, the India-based company have added a monocoque chassis to its range. This design integrates the body with the vehicle's frame or chassis so that when the vehicle is in motion, the strain will be evenly spread. The advantage of this is that the SUV will have better durability and a weight benefit.
I like that, Nita. It's not often that we talk about India-based products, so that's really nice. And finally, for the drive, this 2.2-liter engine is able to boost out 103 kilowatts of power and 330 Newton meters of torque. The average fuel consumption is 7.4 liters per 100 kilometers on the automatic variant, while the manual consumes an impressive 4.5 liters. This SUV had me shocked by its performance and handling. It is sharp and agile, and guiding this eager utility through corners and tight spaces was an absolute breeze. Up next, we have Ashley Roos with our talk tip of the week, and we will be talking about different types of batteries. Thank you so much, Nita.
Thank you, Dee.
Wind up, go down, twist your body backward. We go left, we go
Hi, Ash, and thank you again for joining us.
Thank you, Dee, for having me again.
I just love sitting next to you. Ash, could you please tell us more about this? I think it's an important topic. Let's talk about it.
Yes, Dee. This is actually going to be quite an interesting topic.
Okay.
Firstly, we have a SLI battery, which stands for Starting, Lighting and Ignition. And this is the most popular and common battery used in most vehicles. These batteries supply your vehicle with enough power to start up your engine, as well as generate sufficient power for other basic tasks you use when driving, such as kickstarting your ignition, running all the lights in your vehicle, playing your radio, and allowing you to charge your phone from a 12-volt power socket. SLAs hold a low charging capacity and charges as you drive. These batteries supply power in short and sudden bursts. For example, when you turn your key in the ignition and it jumps to life in a few short seconds. Then we have a VLA battery that stands for Valve Regulated Lead Acid Battery that is also used on motorcycles.
Okay.
These are also known to be quite low maintenance. They are secure and sealed and have no chance of spilling unless tipped over. It isn't necessary for you to service them at all. Simply replace it when it has run its course. The most common VLA battery type is an AMG, absorption glass mat battery. It delivers a quicker reaction between the slim fiberglass mat and the electrolytes inside the battery. And because of this, you get more power overall.
Okay, that's a bit of a tongue twister right there. VRLA. Okay. Ash, I know you also get a standard flooded battery, I think it is, but I think it's better known as a wet battery. Okay, could you please tell us more about this battery type?
Definitely, Dee. This battery is, as its name suggests, mostly liquid, specifically water, lead, and sulfuric acid. These substances create the electrolytes that make the battery function. This battery is cheaper than a VRLA battery above. The downside to this battery is the fact that it is less convenient as a result of a shorter expected lifespan and more maintenance because of the loss of electrolytes.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Ash. Are there any other types of batteries you would like to tell our viewers about?
Most definitely. We also have a calcium battery. And the name of this battery says it all. It has a calcium alloy on the plates of the battery. The calcium minimizes the loss of the battery fluid, and as a result, it usually lasts longer than other batteries. The problem with this battery is that you can damage it if overcharged. If it is overcharged, air bubbles won't be able to move through the fluid, which is responsible for mixing all the fluids and acid. And last, but never the least, we have a Li-ion or lithium-ion battery on the list. This battery type is very expensive and also used on high-performance, limited edition and hybrid vehicles. A Li-ion battery stores more energy than other batteries. They have a short lifespan of about 3 years. Li-ion batteries are lighter and also provide better fuel efficiency.
Oh, that's so incredible. I learn so much every week, and I'm sure our viewers, really also learns a lot from this. So thank you so much for yet another educational talk tip.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Dee.
Okay, and for our final segment of this week's episode, Talk of the Town, we feature the inspirational Lara Finter, who is the Group Parts Manager at BB Motor Group. Lara is a true advocate for empowering and uplifting women, especially in the motoring industry, and this is reflected in her work environment as well as in her personal life. She is someone who carries herself with pride and who leaves a bit of positivity and inspiration wherever she goes. That is why we are here today, to get to know her a bit better and also to hear more about her incredible success story and her journey in motoring South Africa. So let's welcome Lara Finter, proudly brought to you by Sariti Solutions.
My bestie and your bestie sit down by the fire. Your bestie says she want parties, so can we make these flames go higher? Talking about hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. I go, I go, I go.
Hi Lara, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me. It's
Oh,
a pleasure.
Always. I mean, we go back a long way.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I'll never forget the first day we met, Lara. You came for one of my workshops and you were there, inspiring. Yes, yes, and it's been a long road, but we're here now, right?
Yeah, finally.
Yes. Okay, Lara, let's start off by you telling us about your journey in motoring. Where did it begin? And yeah.
Well, I was a furniture sales lady, and then I changed over and started working around about 1999 at McCarthy's as a sales lady, a very young sales lady, very scared, didn't know anything about vehicles.
Right.
But the gentleman that employed me said that the best salesperson or sales lady is the people that have no baggage. So that's how I started, and then my journey progressed, and then I was moved to Pretoria, to McCarthy Volkswagen,
Right.
and there I worked for about 5 years, and the position opened at Parts, so I applied for the position, and that's where my whole life changed, because then I was introduced to the after-sales environment, which is my passion, as you know.
Yes.
I worked there for a substantial amount of time, about 10 years.
Sure.
I went to Supergroup, I worked at Honda a little bit, went back to McCarthy, and now I work for BB Motor Group,
Yes.
which is a fantastic, dynamic company.
I know you're very
You know, I'm
passionate about
very
BB.
passionate about them.
Yes, yes. And what are you currently doing? I know you're the parts manager, but how's this role been for you?
Yeah, I'm the group parts manager of BB Motor Group. They're the largest independently owned motor dealership company in South Africa. We've got 55 dealerships and we've got 19 brands. So it's a large company.
Is it not 33? Is it now 55?
It's 55.
Oh,
It's
wow.
changed.
Wow.
And in lockdown, Mr. Arnold du Plessis bought 2 extra dealerships. So we constantly keep on growing.
Yes, and Mr. Arnold du Plessis is a man that is very influential in the motoring industry as well. Yes,
extremely. He's an icon. He's a wonderful person to work for.
Yes.
His values and ideals is I can speak about it for hours.
Aw. Okay, so Lara, we talked about challenges in the motoring industry as well, especially in after sales. What have been your challenges as a woman in after sales?
Well, first of all, we're dominated by men, so it's to find a voice, and so that they hear you and get their respect, and make them to realize that women are powerful. We can also be very courageous, strong businesswoman, and forces to be reckoned with, for sure. In our motor industry environment, after sales is very dominantly made. It's parts and it's workshop.
Yep.
And it's very strong-headed personalities.
Right.
So through the years, with my stubbornness, I have found my own voice.
Right.
So a lot of people know me. They know me from McCarthy in the industry with panel beaters.
Right.
The panel beating industry, which is very small, smaller than people think.
Yes.
I've found a voice and I've become very strong, and I'm proud of it. And my name is also a brand on its own.
Yeah, at Lara Finter, yes, I know that. And you're very results driven, right?
Yes, extremely.
Yes, and that's needed. So, what do you wish to accomplish after this?
Well, the sky's the limit. Well, my short-term goal, well, not short-term, is eventually to become one of BB's directors, ultimately the parts director,
Right.
and then
I hope
take
the
over
parts
from
director-
Arnold, hopefully, if the family allows me.
No, that's ambitious, and I
Very.
have no doubt that you would achieve this, because you are a strong, courageous, and very determined person, so no doubt. Lara, is there any type of transformation since you've been, in the industry for so long? You've actually been part of the transformation that has taken place already. What transformation and what changes would you like to see in motoring South Africa, not just for women, but as a whole?
As a whole. Well, to start off with, we need a big transformation in after sales with ladies. In a workshop, have you ever seen a lady technician?
I have a few now recently. And that's only because of the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards. We look for these type. But no, you're right.
Wonderful.
A person is, it's not usual. It's very unusual to find that,
Yeah. So I personally feel transformation with ladies in a workshop, in the actual workshop environment, teaching them and sending them on courses, because they are petrified. They think if I work on a car, it's not socially accepted. And then the same on the part side. You do get a lot of parts sales ladies, but it's the interpretation of parts where it gets difficult.
Right.
And then a very passionate to my heart is when you've got staff in your organization and other organizations, if there's a young lady or a young man and they've got potential, to take them out and grow them into higher positions and not keep them hidden away in a closet.
No, absolutely. Yes, now I'd like to see that as well, because like I said, we look for service managers, we look for parts managers, and it's very difficult. They're few and far between. Lara, let's talk a little bit about you.
Okay.
Let's talk about what you enjoy doing in your free time, and
Well, I'm quite simple, a very simple person. I love spending time with my family at home. I've got a Latlamiki, believe it or not. She's 8. She keeps me very busy.
Okay.
And then just relaxing, which is maybe for some people it's not on, is binge watching some series.
Oh, okay.
Sitting on the couch the whole Saturday, because that's when your mind rests.
Yes, absolutely. Lara, you are aware of the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards. I have nominated you, or Andre from Women Talk has nominated you actually for one of the very prestigious categories. How do you feel about the platform? It's reached every corner of South Africa this year, thanks to MFC that powers this initiative. How do you feel about the platform, and how do you feel about your nomination?
I'm very proud of it. I was shocked that, because you came out of the blue with the nomination. I think it is wonderful that you're recognizing the ladies out there for what they're doing and the different awards. It's a huge honor just to be nominated. And I know I've got a lot of competitors, so may the best lady win.
Absolutely. And Lara, so I'd like to find out in terms of, well, firstly, is there anything that you'd like to add to this conversation?
Yes, it would be wonderful that BB Motor Group's name goes across all your social medias. And it breaks the records, and they phone you crazy because we're a very dynamic company, and dealing with BB is a astronomical experience. It's like a home. It's walking from a family into a family. And when you become a customer of BB Motor Group, it's a customer for life. It's not when you drive out there, we forget about you. It's a constant relationship until days on end.
Well, with leadership like yours and Arnold du Plessis, I can't see any other way about that. I mean, really, since the moment I've met you, you've taken me into your wing, and you have literally supported me every step of the way, and I really appreciate that. Just you sitting here on a very, very busy Thursday afternoon is testament to you supporting women empowerment and initiatives like this. So thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you for all the work you're doing.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's a very difficult job and task you and your team are doing. And all the greatest of success. I know you're growing daily. Just keep it up.
Thank you, Lara. Thank you very much. And that for us is the end of yet another episode. Viewers, thank you for watching, supporting, and following us once again. Also, please remember to follow follow us on our social media platforms. And don't forget, we have thousands of vehicles on sale to choose from countrywide on our vehicle listing page at www.womantalk.co.za. Remember, we only have bank accredited dealerships advertised on our portal. Ladies, gender equality is not a woman's issue, but it affects both women and men, as it is rooted in the relationship between the two, and we are literally witnessing the success in the motoring industry when women are given the same opportunity. Here at MWOTI, powered by MFC, a division of Nedbank, and Talk the Talk, powered by Sariti Solutions, we spend our time passionately helping other women to improve their careers and lives. The ultimate aim of which is to help women improve their earnings, living conditions, confidence, appearance, and in so doing to secure a brighter future for themselves and women that aspire to follow in their footsteps. And again, that is why I would like to remind our ladies that the question should never be, who's going to let me? It should always be, who's going to stop me?
Start my truck, let's all jump in. Here we go together. Nice cool breeze and big palm trees. I tell you, life don't get no better.